A new look at Ötzi the Iceman's DNA reveals new ancestry and other surprises. Ötzi was balding, dark-skinned and didn't have ancestors from the Caspian steppe. A new look at the Iceman's DNA reveals that his ancestors weren't who scientists previously thought. In 2012, scientists compiled a complete picture of Ötzi's genome. It suggested that the frozen mummy found melting out of a glacier in the Tyrolean Alps had ancestors from the Caspian steppe. But something didn't add up. The Iceman is about 5,300 years old. Other people with steppe ancestry didn't appear in the genetic record of Central Europe until about 4,900 years ago. Ötzi is too old to have that types of ancestry, says archaeogeneticist Johannes Krauss of the Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology in Leipzig, Germany. The mummy was always an outlier. Krauss and colleagues put together a new genetic instruction book for the Iceman. The old genome was heavily contaminated with modern people's DNA, the researchers report August 16th in Cell Genomics. The new analysis reveals that the steppe ancestry is completely gone. But the Iceman still has oddities. About 90% of Ötzi's genetic heritage comes from Neolithic farmers, an unusually high amount compared with other Copper Age remains, Krauss says. The Iceman's new genome also reveals he had male pattern baldness and much darker skin than artistic representations suggest. Genes conferring light skin tones didn't become prevalent until 4,000 to 3,000 years ago, when early farmers started eating plant-based diets and didn't get as much vitamin D from fish and meat as hunter-gatherers did, Krauss says. As Ötzi and other ancient peoples' DNA illustrate, the skin color genetic changes took thousands of years to become commonplace in Europe. People that lived in Europe between 40,000 years ago and 8,000 years ago were as dark as people in Africa, which makes a lot of sense because Africa is where humans came from, he says. We have always imagined that Europeans became light-skinned much faster, but now it seems that this happened actually quite late in human history.